Hello, everyone. I'm Plasma Warriors. Me like to call me. Let's just get out the intro. The Astros forced Game 7 to being down 3-0. It's only happened once in playoff history, and that's a long history. Over 100 years. And you know what? That team was the 0-4 Red Sox. We now see a do or die Game 7. I mean, don't get me wrong. I told you I wasn't expecting this. I couldn't even imagine this 3 days ago. Let's be honest. The Astros were dead after game three. It looked like everything was gone. But lo and behold, for once, the Astros offense came to play. And it really happened in that amazing 4-run fifth. Of course, that wasn't the only score. They needed a few more extra ones to get it taken care of. But let's be honest, that was the first good offensive inning we've seen from the Astros all series, and it made everything the difference. So, unsung hero, he hasn't been hitting very well. But I got to give it up a little bit to Yuli Gurriel from drawing all those walks. He hasn't been hitting well. It's been terrible hitting-wise. But when you get those walks, 3 bases on balls, hey, good things eventually happen to you. And let's also give a little bit of respect to Carlos Correa and Jose Altuve. Altuve, after those errors that could have easily gone our way, could have easily had these series, blah, blah, blah. All they did was pick the team on their backs and say, we're still alive, boys. Let's go play. It ended up being, like I said, sometimes there's some game breakers and sometimes there's some back breakers. There weren't any back breakers, but the Astros nearly gave up a big disaster in the bottom of the 8th with that 2-run shot. And I thought, ooh, this could be interesting. Nope, strikeout, double play. Good job, Ryan Presley. Another save for him. So let's go ahead and say it. The Astros 4th inning, we finally strung some hits together. Michael Brantley Jr., he got some goods. He got the at-bats going on after that. He had a RBI single, give Altuve his run. Kyle Tucker, home run, sacrifice fly. He put in some runs on his own. That helped. Again, it's the Rays and the long ball, though, most of the time. 2 home runs, 3 runs of those 4 long balls. And it really is annoying to say that, but granted, that's how it is. Now, here's where I get a lot concerned for the Rays. At the beginning of the series, we thought the bullpens were going to have to fight. And indeed, the Astros, at the beginning, we thought had the weaker bullpen. The Rays used 6 pitchers in this game. They're going to have some tough decisions to be made. Yes, I'm not going to discredit Charlie Morton. We'll get to that in a moment. But Fravel Valdez, he's been very good when we needed him to be good. We needed him to be good in the last series. We needed him to be good tonight. He was good. 6 innings, gave up 3 hits, an earned run, 3 walks, but those 9 strikeouts, all of them kept the Rays' bats quiet for the most part. Overall, we had 11, 12, 13 strikeouts total from our pitchers. The Rays, those 3 straight strikeouts with the bases loaded in the 8th really hurt us. Oh, they got to give them a little bit of respect to their bullpen when they got that taken care of. My hat's off to them, but you can't walk 3 straight batters and expect there not to be repercussions down the road. And sure enough, you had to use another pitcher to get out of that inning. It's going to be important because, again, from the very beginning, it looked like the Rays were going to do some damage. They had played a little bit of small ball to get their run, but again, 4-run fifth. If the Astros string together hits like they've been doing, this team is going to be dangerous no matter what happens. So, here we go, boys and girls. Do or die, Game 7. You've got for the Astros, the game 7 starter, and Lance McCullers Jr. You got it for the Rays, the game 7 winner, and Charlie Morton. You couldn't ask for a more dream matchup in that case. Who would you rather have? The guy who started your game 7 in the World Series or the guy who ended up winning it? That's a tough call. But just getting here, again, look at this team about 3 days ago. Gone. They were lost. Now it looks like the Rays are the team that's a bit lost. They still have plenty of pop in their bats. We're not going to deny that. They still can dangerously make plays on the outfield, but right now their infield seems like they're missing the balls that they were supposed to get 3 days ago. It seems like it's now the Rays. Again, no errors, but they seem to be just out of the reach of the Astros batters. However, I take nothing for granted now. I take nothing for granted that we're going to win. I'm taking nothing for granted we're going to lose. I believe this is going to be a very exciting Game 7 in prime time, folks. It's either going to be one of the most epic collapses in baseball history, heck, pro sports history. It hasn't happened very often. I'm trying to rack my brain remembering when it happened. I knew it was hockey. I think it was the Philadelphia Flyers that came down from 3-0. I know that the Toronto Maple Leafs almost did it to the Boston Bruins, but Game 7 overtime, Bergeron, triggers all of Northern exposure world, doesn't it? That goal still pisses off everybody in Ontario. But seriously, this is where we are now. Game 7, do or die. Everything matters even more. 3 days ago, you would never have thought of this. Now, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's game on. It's a 9-inning season. You couldn't ask for better for either side. And unfortunately, I can't ask for a little bit of personal ego here. The Braves are up 2-0 on the Dodgers. The Braves win Game 5. They win the NLCS. Oh, I hate the Braves. No matter what you say, I despise them with the power of 5 billion suns. So, like I said, I'm going to have, win or lose, a Game 7 reaction. Either we go to the World Series or we just end up saying it was a great run. I mean, let's face it. These last 3 games, you wouldn't have expected this, would you? Would have anyone, after Game 3, expected this to happen? I sure as heck wouldn't have. But here we are. It's go time. No question about it. This has already been historic. We'll see a Game 7 tomorrow night. Like, share, and subscribe for that reaction. Also, donate to my PayPal at plasmoid2002gmail.com. I have an announcement to make this weekend. It's probably going to wait till Sunday now. See you after Game 7. Later.